Hello, Poland. I probably should have written this in the captions, but I'm feeling extremely low energy today. So if you were looking for a uplifting, cheery bump in your day, this is not it. I just came back from the dentist and got a root canal done, so I'm just all sorts of tired. Not sure what else is going on in my body, but probably a lot of anxiety, I'm thinking. I'm gonna pull up the chat so I can see you guys while I clean the fish, and we're gonna boil some salmon scraps for Fred. Hi, India. I found 2 bags of $1 salmon at my local store. So I grabbed them both because it's been a while since I made Fred some fresh food. And I figured I might as well cook 2 bags, and then we can freeze some of it. We can mix some of it with our dry food that we hydrate for him. And that's that. That's what I'll be doing. Hello, everyone. Ooh. I think that Novocaine is starting to wear off, and it is. Does not feel good. I don't think I'll be eating much crunchy food today for a while. Alright, well, let's get started with the salmon soup, shall we? I'm sure Fred will come join us once he smells it. It's kind of juicy, but I'll show you what it looks like because I can bring you closer to my sink. So I got 2 bags, $1 each. I'm gonna see how they smell. I might rinse them, and then we'll cook. Hi, Norway. My tooth hurts. It is officially without a nerve. I asked my dentist, he said he doesn't think I need a crown because it's a small tooth, and they would have to basically shave the tooth down to make room for a crown, and he didn't think that would be a good decision because it's already a small tooth. Shaving it down would make it even smaller. So I guess I'll just try to trust him. Hi, Yorkshire. Oh, I don't get hangover cures. I don't get hangovers, so I don't have a hangover cure, but I'm sure somebody else in the chat can help. I'm going to rinse it, and I might boil it first, or I might not. Hi, South Africa. tricky thing with salmon is it's very fatty, and the fat kind of leaches into the water fairly quickly. So if we want to preserve flavor, I don't really want to boil it off the same way I would pork. I feel like pork fat, especially with pork belly, it's fairly contained. It doesn't really melt that readily straight away, but it's not the same thing with salmon. So I just try to give it a rinse. A couple of rinses maybe until the water's clearer. Hello, California. It's been handled, Nicole. I just feel like a rinse is better than no rinse. There's some surface bacteria that for sure will be killed anyway in the heat. But I grew up with parents who rinse their meat. I know Americans don't advocate for doing that, but like, I don't see the harm in doing it. I guess they say you can spread the bacteria onto other surfaces, but it's a personal choice, I think. Hi Madrid, hi Kansas. Aaron's in the other room. Starla, that's hilarious. So the meat without feet caption is, if you saw my Instagram story on my walk yesterday, I saw a truck that I think is a fish purveyor, and the huge tagline on the side of their truck was meat without feet, and I thought that was funny. So that's where the title of this live is coming from. Okie dokie. Yeah, it's getting hot again. I feel like if we all came out of this pandemic still not knowing how to wash our hands properly, then, well, I'm already disappointed in our species, but I would be especially disappointed in our species if we still don't know how to wash our hands. So the fish smell pretty good to me. I don't think I'm gonna dump out the first rinse. I never monitor my oil temperature when frying. Y'all, I'm so tired. I don't know quite what's going on with my body. It could just be a combination of walking too much yesterday, combined with my root canal today, combined with my period, I guess, combined with anxiety. Having a lot of anxiety about like what to do with Fred while we're on our trip. I feel like that's definitely invading my brain. Let me show you the cheese that I got yesterday. It's from a shop called the French Cheese Board, and it's the thumbnail that you saw when you clicked into this live. Let me pull up my photo so I can read you the description. Hey Aaron.
Hey.
Do you think you can order us some vitamin C? I think we're out.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, and I also got a notice from the IRS today saying that I owed taxes back from 2019, so that was fun. Okay guys, this cheese is, can you see? Tom, or Tom, I don't know, elderflower, $15 for this block. It is from Alsace-Lorraine, and it is a semi-firm cow's milk cheese washed with Alsatian pear liqueur. Elderflower is added to the paste. Texture and taste is soft, delicate, floral, and buttery with sweet tones. Let's see how much cheese I got for 15 bucks. Fred heard the scale and he's about to make an entrance right there. This is a 13.8 ounce block, so not bad, not a bad price for a French cheese. Traveled a long way to get to us. Hi Fred. Well Fred, I don't have any food for you yet, but I will. I'll have some salmon for you, okay bud? If you can be a little bit more patient. Look at him. Look at him. I really want to eat something, but I can't. When my bottom tooth touches my top tooth where I just had the root canal, it aches a lot. So I feel like chewing right now is not going to be very smart. I'm going to wait for the cheese to temp to room temperature a little bit, and then I'm probably just going to try to use my tongue to gnash it. Good thing I made mush yesterday, huh guys? You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll boil some water, and I'm just going to immersion blend some of this so that I have a little bit of like a soup thing. I don't think his tummy was really upset. I think he just ate too much dry food, which always makes him gag. I don't think it was like a particular illness of any sort. Look guys, I'm wearing a bra today so I don't have to flash you. Have you ever tried giving Fred catnip before Flovent? Catnip makes him really excited. He like kind of goes crazy and then he gets dazed and then he gets crazy again. So it becomes very unpredictable for me to give him catnip before Flovent. I haven't really tried it before, right before. I don't know how that's gonna work, but Lore, what movie are you supposed to be watching with your fam? Do you smell the fishy on the trash? Yes, I know. You smell the fishy on the trash. I'll have fishy for you soon, Fred. Not now though, buddy, okay? Not now. Hey Fred, can you be a good boy? Can you be a patient boy, please? I'll have food for you soon. He goes berserk when I give him the dried stuff. He killed our fresh catnip plant, so I don't have one. I got whatever he shot into my gum line with a long ass needle. He was like inserting that painkiller. I guess it's local anesthetic. He was inserting it for like a good 20 seconds. He got a lot in there. He inserted so much in there that it started like kind of oozing back out a bit, and my mouth was so bitter. It's been a while since I've had that kind of needle in my gum line. I don't remember how it felt last time, but certainly as an adult, I think my pain tolerance is up. I'm sorry, I keep taunting you with the scale sound and the bowl sound, Fred, but food is not ready for you yet, bud. Not ready. Not ready. Oh, James Blake just has a new single out, and I love it. It's so good. So I had to get an immersion blender for work, and I don't normally use immersion blenders, but I wonder if this will fit. Not this jar. It won't fit in that jar. Will it fit in another jar? Maybe not. Maybe I should transfer it out. It's not for you, bud. I'm sorry. your message. Girl, that message was whack. It was a lot. I didn't respond to it because I didn't know how, but thank you, I think. Hi, Jen. So our September trip will be LA, and our October trip, I think, is going to be Egypt. Hello, Michelle Diane. Listen, Aaron does these decisions. I'm not really a traveling person. It makes me anxious, as you see, and especially now that we have a cat to take care of, it's like quadruply anxious for me. So I don't normally decide on trips. He'll ask me if I want to go, and I'll be like, okay, and then I'm especially anxious because I haven't traveled in such a long time because of the pandemic, and it's just an added layer of like ugh factor where I just don't want to do anything anymore. Mush-tastic, guys. Mush-tastic. Okay, time to scrape some scum off of this. I wonder if Fred would like to eat the scum. Do you think he would like to eat the scum? I think it's just protein for the most part. So it's like not gross or anything, but I think most people skim because they don't want their broth to be foamy. I don't think it's impurities. I think that's a misconception, but somebody let us know who's right. What is the foam that comes out of cooking meat and fish? I did not go to culinary school, in case you can't tell, as I lick my soup batter off of an immersion blender head. Tempura salmon sounds amazing. I would love to eat it. Wow. This is a really good soup. Celery knob? No, I haven't. What is celery knob? Is that celeriac? Hello, little Ludite. Listen, you either lick it or you waste it. Bye, Laura. Have a good movie time. I've not had bitter melon chips. Jen, Fred is right there. He's waiting for me to give him salmon. You know what? I didn't buy the $11.99 shortbreads because I wanted like 3 different flavors, and I just couldn't commit to that price point. $12 for packaged cookies is kind of insane to me. I bet they're good. I had some really nice shortbread in Japan that looked exactly like that, so I bet they're good, but it's just really expensive. Which, you know, I mean, I did buy $15 cheese, so I don't know why my reservations for cookies are higher than for buying cheese, but here's our mush food. Oh, my bottom tooth just touched my top tooth. Guys, it is so unsatisfying not being able to chew. Fred, your life sucks, buddy. He's like, I know. Guys, it sucks. It sucks not having teeth. Do you think Fred would like some protein water? See, this is protein water, guys. This is the real protein water. Forget that pink stuff that comes into a plastic bottle. You want me to try this gum? It's not salted, so it doesn't taste like much to me, but I think Fred will like it. I'm just gonna let it cool for a little bit. And then we'll give it to Fred. Look at how milky it is. He's gonna love it. We're gonna get you some water, Fred, in your system. Root canals, man. Yeah. Whatever. I'm trying not to think about things because once I start thinking about things, I start feeling bad and anxious, and I'm really trying to not let myself spiral down that hole today. I'm already in that hole. I'm trying not to go any deeper. But I will say our parsnip and carrot mush is really good. I just wish I could make teeth contact right now. The root canal costed me, an insured person, $181. I think I was told it would be $120 copay, but I don't know what happened. You never pay for what you think you're gonna pay for. And oftentimes, you end up paying for more. No medication. I was not given painkillers. It's cool enough. Let's give Fred some. Sugar-free ice creams, like Halo Top. Are those sugar-free? I know insurance doesn't cover the full price. I think the full price was something like $500. Freddy likes scum water, yay! Well, this is a good way to get him to drink some water, except he's splashing fish juice all over my floor. He really likes it. Bye, Lavanya. Yeah, the little basket. I don't remember where that came from. Probably off the free table sometime. clean the floors when he makes a mess because, I mean, I feel like you're gonna have to clean the floor mat too, right? Hi, Freddy boy. Well, my root canal pain actually didn't get any worse. It kind of disappeared this week, but I told my dentist that, and he was like, the infection sounds like it's intermittent pain, which means you probably shouldn't wait on it. So who am I to deny the professional his opinion? But there are professionals who do screw us over, so there's also that. Aaron, would you like to join me for a cheese tasting later?
Cheese tasting? I'd love to.
Okay, let me know when you're free, no rush.
Are you ready now?
I can be ready now.
Okay, I'll hold it.
You can wait a little bit, because the cheese isn't like room temperature yet.
Should it be?
I mean, most cheeses taste a little bit better when they're not ice cold. The flavors come out more. The texture is a little more pleasing. What do you do with plastic takeout containers? You either give away food to people in them, or you stop collecting them. That's it. Or you throw them out. Those are your three options. Yes, I love cold cheddar too. I think especially when it comes to like really cheap cheeses, they taste better cold. Because there's really not much good flavor in them. But with expensive cheeses, you can taste more nuance in the flavors when they're more room temp. I have not had the cheese with the maggots in them, and I don't know if I ever will. Bye, Shri. Okay, I'm fishing out most of the meat. I'm leaving some of the fatty bits in there to like turn into broth. And then we're gonna peel the meat off of the bones. I'm gonna leave Fred a little treat. And then we're gonna plop the bones back in. If you've watched this live before, you've probably seen me do this at least twice. But that's all the bony meat that we have. I'm just gonna let it cool off a little bit, because as you can see, it's steamy. I don't really need to numb the pain right now. It's more of like a contact pain. It's not that bad yet. When I don't crunch down on it with food or pressure. Yeah, I definitely did a salmon thing on Budget Eats. I don't think we're gonna fly with Fred. I don't know.
We are not taking Fred to Egypt.
Or yeah, not LA or Egypt. I just don't know how it works. I don't know if he's gonna be scared shitless on the plane. So
There's not even a question about that.
Aaron's not negotiating on this. Okay, trypophobia alert. It might trigger you, but I'm curious. Does this trigger you? Because I have trypophobia. And this is like right on the border of triggering me. The oil patterns on top of the broth. Okay, trypophobia alert over. I haven't even told my mom that we're going on this trip yet. She will freak out. And
Why?
she will definitely freak out about, hey, Fred's eating the salmon. She will definitely freak out about me asking strangers to come into my house to potentially take care of Fred. So I'm just gonna keep it at the last possible minute so that I don't have to hear her protests.
What is her problem with the trip, June?
She's probably gonna say it's unsafe to travel at this time, and she's probably gonna be worried about who's taking care of Fred. She's gonna be worried about strangers coming into the house, all of that. Oh my God,
I
stop!
got a new mouse.
Give us a fucking
Yes.
alert!
I want to.
I told you yesterday that sets off my trypophobia.
I want to ask if it does for other people.
Well, you need to give us a trigger first.
Jesus
Some people.
Christ. Okay, my God, it's a mouse.
It's bad, Aaron. I don't just throw a spider in your face.
I thought you were mainly joking.
You thought I was joking.
Mainly. I didn't realize it was that bad.
What do the kids say? I can't. I can't even. How old do I have to date to not put up this kind of behavior? Tell me. That's it, guys. I'm just gonna date cats. I'm just gonna date cats. God. God. Violet, really? some people just get lucky and they have grown-ups in their lives. While our salmon is cooling down, we're gonna say hi to Fred. Because Fred is so cute. Oh, it feels so good to sit down. Even though I was lying down at the dentist the whole time, I feel like my whole body was just tense the entire time. That, and I had my jaw cranked all the way open for like an hour. Fred, what you eating? You got something good there? You want to share with the rest of us? What you got there in your pawsies? Is it poop? Ibishi, that's really smart, actually. Oh, Nauco, basil really doesn't store well. It's one of those herbs that I never know how to store. The only success I've had with them is you trim the stem ends just a tiny bit so that they're fresh cut, and then you stick them in a jar of water. Keep them at room temperature if it's not too hot or too cold outside, and you want to put a plastic bag with some breathing holes over that entire leaf structure, clamp it to the jar so that you're kind of trapping the moisture in the bag but not trapping all the moisture, which will make them mold and rot. So keeping them hydrated at a temperate temperature but not too humid. Basil is very finicky. Fred, where'd you go, bud? I don't know where he went. I don't want to get up anymore. I would like to stay on the floor. Oh yeah, don't pre-wash. Don't pre-wash. Don't pre-wash. I would pre-wash parsley. Sometimes I think cilantro benefits from a pre-wash. Parsley and cilantro both store really well washed, shaken dry, and then wrapped up in paper towels and put into a open resealable plastic bag. I've had the most luck storing them that way. Rosemary and thyme I don't pre-wash for the most part, and they tend to just be okay drying out in the fridge, and then you just have dried herbs. So yeah, the easiest way is to have basil potted, right? Fresh basil. But once it's cut, that basil's life is just, it's going, gone. Basil is so diva. Is that food? I still can't feel part of it. Ugh. It's like somewhat painful and somewhat achy and somewhat numb, and it makes me feel drunk. Yeah, it makes me feel very sleepy and drunk. Guys, look at the pot. Can you see the pot of salmon just steaming there? I find watching food steam so therapeutic. Somebody needs to tell us what star fruit tastes like, because I tasted it once and I was really disappointed. It tastes like nothing to me. Dragon fruit already tastes like nothing to me, except a little bit sweet and a little bit tart, but star fruit tastes even more like nothing to me. Hi, Linda. I love your caps, Linda. All caps all the time. Yeah, Laura, exactly. Star food just tastes crunchy to me. Everybody who talks to Linda must type in all caps. uh, I just like staring that pot boil. Pretty boring stuff. I like me a boring life, y'all. Now go. Wow, Linda, cursive would be a real flair. I love that. I think you should. This is the biggest clicky room you've ever been in. Do you mean click spelled C-L-I-Q-U-E? And I don't know if we're clicky. Like, unless you count us all as one huge clique, then in that case, I don't know if that counts as a clique. I think that at that point, we're just a cult. Or, you know, a group of people who like each other, but. Sure, we can be whatever you want to call us. Freddy boy, are you ready for salmon? Salmon meat all of the time. That just reminded me of Bo Burnham's song. Well, I think I have to eat some salmon, guys. I think I deserve it. It's so good. It's so good. I can't chew. Huh. Damn it. Let's give Freddy some collagen. Let's give him some skin meat. I just cooked it until the meat was very opaque. It's definitely cooked, if that's what you're worried about. Fred, this is gonna be your lunch. Okay, bud? Hand mushed salmon, my friend. How lucky are you? Hmm? How lucky are you, friend? This is my mom's favorite part of the salmon. Salmon skin and salmon fat. And you get to eat it all. Wow. Wowzies. Am I missing someone's chats? Is someone saying I'm always ignoring them? I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see you sometimes. I only have 2 eyeballs, and sometimes I have to see if my knife is slicing through my hand. You can ask again and tag me. I would love to answer your questiones if you have any. I'm saving the leanest meats for me because he probably won't even like it that much. And I would like to reap some of this labor for myself too. But I think what I'm gonna do is immersion blend some of this now that I have an immersion blender. Thanks, work. contract for Frito-Lay. Oh, that makes me happy. It's not always gonna be perfect, but at least they got somewhere with that strike. Nowco, I got a sushi rolling mat and it was only $1.50. So don't pay more than like $3 unless this is some really fancy handcrafted shit. If it's just made in China ripoff, don't pay more than $3 for it. Ooh, Daiso, yes. Daiso would be so fun. That's strange. You can't find any sushi mats in Asian markets? I feel like they exist in Korean markets too. And I have like a market that's, I think, run by Chinese people, but has a lot of Filipino goods because we're in Little Philippines here in Woodside. And they've been really good about having the most random things. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Aaron, did you like going to Mitsuwa?
Did I like what?
Going to Mitsuwa?
To where?
Mitsuwa.
Yeah, it was great. Liked it a lot. I want to go back.
Is it worth the time that it takes to get there?
Yeah.
Can you see Fred just licking himself back there? Unfortunately, I'm blocking him. There, now you can see him. And he's gone. Oh my God, Fred, of course you would do that to me. I think I'm going to reduce the fish broth and just give it to Fred. I'm only saving some salmon meat for myself. Most of the meat and the stock will be going to Fred. I have a lot of human food to eat from the stuff that I have to make for Delish on a weekly basis, and so I don't really cook for myself anymore. I just thought it would be nice to do something for Fred because it's been a while and we've only been feeding him processed food, cans. I mean, Smalls was nice, I guess, but I think it's just nice to supplement his diet with a little bit of like fresh omega-3. Aaron, do you think you would order smalls?
No.
Yeah.
I don't like the packaging. It comes in a gigantic styrofoam container. With,
That's true.
With ice packs in it.
Yeah, the packaging wasn't very environmentally friendly. We just got a free trial for it when we adopted Fred, so that's why we had it. Okay, guys, fish tail meat is so good. I don't even want to give this to Fred, honestly. I just want to eat it. Sorry, Fred. Mm-hmm. Oh, so good. Welcome, Ellen. Is it really Gen Z vibes? Damn. You guys got all the good stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, Colette, not everyone has access to like fishmongers who will give you scraps for cheap. But I live near a Chinese market that does this. And also, you will discover off parts of the salmon, like the tail meat, that is just absolutely delicious that you probably otherwise would have never eaten. And why not? It's so good. I had a talk with my mom today because whenever I go to Flushing, I meet up with her because Flushing is like halfway between where two of us live. And she was like, when you were young, you used to hate pork floss. I used to try to get you to eat pork floss all the time and you would always turn it down. And I'm like, how is that possible? Because pork floss is one of my favorite foods. Now I can eat an entire like container of it in one go. And she was like, maybe it's just because you always grew up rebelling against whatever I wanted you to do. And I was like, maybe. Because I feel like she used to feed me fatty salmon before too, and I would have been like, no, gross, ew. But now I'm just like, yes, tail meat, give it to me. So, did my tastes change, or was I just rebellious as a kid and didn't want to do anything that my mom told me to do? We'll never know. Yeah, Aaron doesn't like salmon either. Aaron, why don't you like salmon?
It's kind of too sweet.
Aaron says it's too sweet for him. Why don't you like salmon? Your boyfriend doesn't like Japanese curry roux. How is that possible? How is that possible? I don't know. I think salmon can be a little sweet. The same way pork can be sweet. Hi, Fred. Do you hear his little smacking noises? Time to give him all the flavorful scraps that are stuck in my finger. I mean, some tomatoes are really gag worthy, you know, the way that we farm them, how we load them up by the truckful before they're actually ripe, and then we gas them inside the trucks to make them turn red. They just taste disgusting. They taste like the most flavorless, soggy green bell peppers. So I don't blame you. Bonjour, Wu Plot. Are we still the spleenies, or have we evolved into something else? Can we... How many people would I piss off if I evolved us into gloom whores? I would like to be a gloom whore now, please. I'm done with my spleen queen phase. We are now the bowels. Did you not hear my story about gloom whore? It was a sticker that I saw on a wall when I was walking through Greenpoint, Brooklyn. And there were a lot of words on there, none of which I could make sense of, but the last two read gloom whore. And I felt like I strongly identified with whatever gloom whore is. And I started fantasizing about who I would be if I were a gloom whore. Maybe I already am gloom whore and I just need to like really grow into it. Embrace it, you know? Embrace myself. I love how open you guys are. Although I'm sure the people who are pissed off are not actually speaking up right now. Maybe they'll leave us an angry comment later that are like, this is offensive. And I do not like it. And then I'll do a whole other live about how I want to defend the term whore. But I don't have a good defense ready. I can make up bullshit though. I was an English lit major. That's what I was born to do. Nowco, you should. You know, if we start leaving like fake hate comments mixed in with the real hate comments, that's gonna be like a really postmodern, post-structuralist thing where nobody can make heads or tails of what's actually a critique anymore, and we just confuse the landscape. It would be so cool. It would be so avant-garde of us. So meta. Gosh. Remember when we used to say meta as an adjective the way we use lit now? Bye, Grossy. Gross so good. Have a good one. How many of you are staying on because I promised you I would taste the cheese and I haven't tasted it yet? And you're just like, wow, I hope she finishes the salmon de-skeletoning soon, because I really want to know what that cheese tastes like. I'm sorry I'm a slowpoke, but I'm not sorry I'm a slowpoke. Wooplot, I'll leave the tea service up to you. I feel like you would be really good. But it's not even like, I don't think the meanest comments came from trolls, you know? I think they came from like individuals who are actually serious about all of the things that they say, to which, you know, valid, sure. I don't agree, but I could also just be a defensive position when I don't agree. Wow, salmon skin, so good. Squinch Plum? Squinch Plum is still his nickname. We still call him that. I should really stop eating salmon because I keep crunching down on that tooth, and I have a feeling that's a very bad thing for me to be doing. We miss you, Dr. J. I don't know where you are. I miss all of your free dental advice. At one point we had nurses, doctors, therapists in here. We also had like community group organizers. I just feel like we needed a lawyer. We definitely have musicians and artists. Our commune is going to be pretty full-fledged and well-equipped to weather any and all challenges in life. Nguyen. Actually, I don't know how to say that name. I'm so sorry. I know it's a popular name, but I've never figured out how to properly say it. But what is your surgery? Why is everybody undergoing surgery now? Maybe life just sucks. Maybe our body are just meant to break. I don't know. Governor's Island seemed pretty boring. It's true. Yeah, a lot of procedures were paused during the pandemic. That's absolutely right. Yeah. Forgot about that aspect. I mean, I don't think this cavity would have gotten this bad if I didn't have to skip my checkup, you know? I would have caught it much earlier. I was due for a checkup last August. Okay, time to blend up some salmon. How did you... He came in as I stooped down. How did he hear that? I don't get it. Supersonic hearing for food. The moment a smidge of salmon hit the plate, he was like, coming. Okay, we ready for some noise? Look, here's June's salmon, and here's Fred's salmon. Wow. Wow. It's smelling fishy in here, Fred. I'm fishing out some of the skins that are in here so we can blend all that up together. See, I always miss bone like this. Making pet food is hard, guys. Especially when you don't have machinery that will like get every single bone ground up. I know bone is really good for them to eat, but not if they're gonna choke on it, you know? So they have to be really finely ground. That Vitamix would get the bones, but I would have to add a lot of liquid into that one to get it really nice and mushy, which I can do, but I also just don't want to wash that Vitamix later. It's gonna get it all fishy, smelly. This piece of salmon dropped on my stovetop and has just been sitting next to the fire drying out, so it's like salmon jerky now. Here's our broth, looking all milky. Bless ya. Oh, I really want to eat an apple. I can't chew, Aaron. I guess I'll just eat some yogurt instead, which is not at all the same. Sorry, bud. No yogurt for you today. It's all for me, bud. It's all for me. Even though you're so cute. Isn't he so cute? Whoops. That was a weird sound. Wait, I missed out. How do we pronounce that name? Oh yes, I still need to eat my vitamins. Too many things on this to-do list, guys. Oh, I see. Chow. Chow is your first name. Okay. Thank you. to feed him, but I'm feeding him. Wow. Premium smush. Fred. Buddy. I'm making you such good food. It looks like premium. Okay, like Purina would charge $8 for a can of this. Okay, I think that got the bones pretty good, guys. You know? Let's taste a test. Wow. Real gloopy-like. It's not even falling off my fingers. Mmm. Fred. Freddy. That food is really good. Do you want to try some? Here. Let's measure out some for him. See, budget eats for pet food would be really boring because I can't put any spices in there for him, you know? Yeah, buddy. Mm-hmm. Wow. Look at that. I'll mix it in with some of your other food, okay? I'm going to attempt to flow vent him now. Let's see if he does it.
Yes, Fred.
Hold on. Let me get the food. Let
Okay.
me get the food ready first.
Is this salmon sludge for Fred?
It's salmon and rehydrated dry food sludge for Fred.
Nice. Looks great. Did you taste it?
Yeah, it tastes really good. Fred, you should behave because if you don't behave, buddy, I'm not feeding you this now. I'm gonna let you starve for another hour and a half like we did yesterday. So I hope you
He'll
behave.
with me holding him. Preston. Squinch pump. Yes.
Gonna water it down into a soup. Wow, look at that. That shit is creamy. Fred, you're gonna be so nutrished up.
If Delish starts a health food recipe brand, should I call it Nutrish?
Nutrish. Okay, Fred, behave. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 7, one more,
he doesn't have a choice to behave when it's
Yes.
me holding him.
Mm-hmm. Guys, this is the most fantastically looking food he's ever gotten. It's so premium. It looks so creamy. I know it doesn't look like much from where you are, but it looks like something that they could drizzle 4 dots of on a fancy gold-edged plate at a sit-down establishment and charge you, I don't know, $24 for. And they'll say it's like artisanal salmon reduction.
Let's say I make some iced tea.
Go for it. Can I rinse? That's never gonna boil. Here, switch.
Hey, June.
Never mind, I see it. I needed my spatula and I thought it was in the drying rack.
June, are you having a good day?
I'm not feeling great, but I have no complaints.
Okay. Fred, are you having a good day?
Is he?
Yes, he's eating, so he's happy. Here's some emerald isles.
Tropical notes.
I've been doing the sencha a lot recently.
Does it make you feel calm?
Should it? Is that what sencha does?
I feel like sencha is supposed to make you feel relatively zen and calm.
I never heard of that, but it tastes good. And tasting good makes me feel better. June, if you were a tea, what would you be?
I don't know. Guys,
What kind of tea would June be?
it's so good. I don't know if people heard your question.
What kind of tea would June be if June were a tea?
I don't know if I'm a tea, Aaron.
I think you're a...
Licorice.
maybe, yeah.
Just salmon, Lena. Literally just salmon and water.
June would be a green tea.
It's not even salted, guys.
Naoko would be a raspberry iced green tea. You're a tea blend, you can't be just one, says Laura. Lissy would be chai. Wooplot says pearl barley tea.
Ooh!
Gunpowder tea, says Christina. Because you're a firecracker.
I would love to be a barley tea. That sounds so nice.
June loves barley tea.
Wooplot, are you Asian? I don't feel like a lot of white Americans know about barley tea. Yet. I'm sure they'll be like, barley tea! The hottest thing on earth.
Are we gonna taste that cheese or what, June?
Yes.
Or what? Well,
Yeah.
no clock. I know what.
Can you cut me the thinnest slice? Cut yourself however much you want and cut me the thinnest slice possible.
This looks
Because I
fancy.
can't chew.
This is from FCB.
This is what I made. It's salmon puree for Fred. And it tastes really good.
Is that the thinnest slice possible?
We love us a white person who likes barley tea. Cultured. Yes. Wow, it's soft. Where have I seen that before?
This is from FCB.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm. Ooh, that's amazing. I love that. It has tiny, tiny little flavor crystals in it.
It smells a little bit like the sweetest dampened straw hay. A little bit of truffles going on in here, smell-wise. A little bit Parmesan, but turned into sun-dried tomatoes flavored. There's like a slight tart, off, sweet, earthy kind of curve to it.
You're so good at this.
And it smells a little bit like dried wood ear. Have you ever had dried wood ear? That's kind of like the truffle smell that I was describing, but it has a slightly funky medicinal twist on the average truffle.
It's a very advanced cheese.
Well, Christina, you're obviously a white lady with taste who knows how to appreciate the finer, earthier things like barley tea. Also great if you don't want caffeine in your tea, you know?
There's more hot water in there if you want it.
Thank you. This is a juicy cheese. If I squeeze it, you can see the fat coming out of it.
Everybody loves a juicy cheese.
It's a juicy, juicy cheese. My fingertips are glistening. Makes for a good cheese lip gloss.
Fred didn't finish.
Did he clean his plate?
No. Fred.
Clean your plate. Here.
Lead if I. No, I want to see if he.
No,
Eats
he
when I
needs
hold
it
it.
congregated.
Hold it in front of him, see if he eats.
Yeah, he does. You just have to congregate it.
Congregate. We're congregating over here. Is this going to be broth for him or us?
You can have some if you want, but it's mainly for him. It was intended for him.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you want some?
No, I don't really need.
I feel like you very rarely eat at home anymore, so.
Yeah. Could you buy? Okay, bye. And he eats and leaves.
That's what he does, Aaron.
Fred eats, shoots, and leaves.
Do you like that cheese?
I do, I like it a lot.
That's good. I don't love it.
Christina loves roasted corn tea.
I have that too. In fact, I'll make some now. Christina, do you boil it for a long time? Like, what's your brewing recommendation? It's like this, right? I have a whole bag of it still, in addition to this. It smells like coffee and burnt tea to me. Or, sorry, coffee and burnt corn. I'm just gonna add some hot water to it this time and see what happens. Because usually when I brew it, it becomes way too strong for me in terms of that burnt taste. I didn't watch the Olympics. I think Aaron Lee jokingly asked me if I wanted to watch it, and I was like, no. I've been a real pooper lately, like a party pooper. Not great in terms of my actual poops, but I've been in a very stinky mood where I'm just like, no, I don't want that. Yes. Effie, I do. I feel that. And I feel that especially with anxiety about the upcoming trips. It's not a good feeling. I try to remind myself that it'll be over and I'm fine. But there's really only so much you can do trying to convince yourself mentally that you are fine. Aaron, can I take the last vitamin C?
Last one.
Can I take the last vitamin C?
Yeah.
By the way, Aaron, I can make sweet potato gnocchi whenever you want.
Sounds awesome.
Just let me know if you want to eat it, but like give me like an hour's advance notice.
I don't think I will stay, but thank you.
Okay.
Did you want to eat it today?
No, I don't want you to today. Let's have a look at our brothy broth. Looks really milky, guys. Looks really good. Wouldn't be me if I didn't spill fish juice all over the floor. Do you guys clean your house every week? I'm finding it very hard to find the motivation to do so this week. I might just not do it. Might have to give myself a break. Life is too hard. What? What? What you want, girl? There goes my house. LOL. I'm sorry, Fred. I guess we'll have to fix this house now, huh? I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean for that to happen. My engineering is very lackluster. I hope you didn't hurt yourself. He's gonna come back with a lawsuit. I'm gonna put his food away and then I'll fix his house. I think we should go with a plastic container so I can freeze it. Yeah, so I don't have tape that is really secure. The only problem is I use painter's tape, which peels really easily because it's not meant to leave a mark. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is, we're gonna have to glue the corners with some cardboard and have the glue be the tape. Linda, we'll fix the house. That salmon paste is so good. Imagine if we had seasoned it. barely 2 cans of food. Alright, the house is getting quite hot and smells a lot like salmon, so I think I'm going to turn that broth off. Looking pretty flavorful. And you know I'm gonna save those bones to roast them. I need to get my phone charger. Jackie, I just eat them like a weirdo. I just crunch them. Obviously, you have to be very careful because some of them are very pointy and they can just jab you straight in your gums. So. go. Does anybody know how to make Gorilla Glue come back to life if it's dried out? Because I truly don't think I can do anything to it anymore at this point. I was told to seal it with plastic wrap, but I don't even think. It's like hard. It's very hard. Should I just dump it? Is it time? A mug of hot water. Really? Really? This is like grade school glue. I don't even know if this is gonna work. Okay, I think what I should do is let's use our stickers. Just to hold it together a little bit. While I glue on the sides. I don't know how old this glue is, guys. It's really old. Wow. forget, how do you make paper mache? I feel like I did it in 2nd grade. Or maybe 3rd. Yeah, I just don't have duct tape. And I kind of don't want to buy stuff. I just want to use everything that I have on hand now. Instead of buying even more. I'm sorry, Fred. I'm sorry you had a life-threatening event today. That's about all the boring content I have for you today. I'll probably reinforce it with a couple more cardboardy things. To everyone who tuned in, who are dropping off, have a great day. Thank you so much for being here and watching me make salmon slop. And for everyone who's staying on, feel free to ask me questions now that I'm doing the most boring shit alive on earth. I didn't plan on becoming a house builder. It just happened. So, no surprise that I almost killed my cat. Does anybody have any movie recommendations, by the way? I would like to watch something tonight. Should I watch Mandy? Has anyone seen Mandy yet? Is it like the kind of fucked up movie that I could watch now and not be fazed by? Salmon stock is probably going to go into Fred's food as the liquid component to kind of up his nutrition a little bit and make it more appetizing for him. Poor guy's been eating the same slop for months now. Anything I can do to jazz up his diet a little bit. I don't have clothes wash pins, unfortunately. But I do have other pins, now that you say. I don't know what genre I'm looking for, guys. I truly am feeling very blah, and I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. Thank you for the suggestion for the clippies. Oh, it fell apart. You missed a really exciting segment, or it fell apart. Honestly, was anybody surprised that it fell apart, though? 'Cause I wasn't. These condos go up so fast these days. You really can't have quality assurance most of the time. Okay, as far as movie recs, I saw Mud. I think that's the only one that I saw. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. My mind is everywhere. I will just say, it doesn't make sense to me that vacation stresses me out. Like, thinking about vacation stressing me out makes me think I shouldn't take the vacation. Does vacation stress anybody else out? It's very weird. I would love for it to not be this way. Yes, Nicolas Cage in Mandy. That's the one that I was thinking about seeing. Stand-up comedy is so hit and miss, though, sometimes. They're just not good, sometimes. Really wasted a lot of tape. Dang, June. I'm gonna take you to say bye to Fred. Bad trip. Noted. Thank you so much. Fred, say bye. See you guys.